So I got a full notes um about so it's gonna break down tonight is a final AEW Dynamite is a go home show tonight. So so it's gonna break down of tonight's is our final before before this coming Sunday. It'll be coming up on AEW Re-Anniversary. We'll be here on March the 15th. I was mark down on my notes. I was marked down for this week. So let's go to AEW was really great show tonight. So you're gonna get one note application below on my screen below. My note application, my description below. So anyone that want to check out my Tony's Hunt Wrestling reviews, you can check that out on Sponsor. So you're gonna get two separate ways and so much more. So let's go live right here. So I think we have Sean Moxley in career category against and Sasuke Chisade and Way his kill. Our last time info asses Sean Moxley in career category alongside a pack on your feeling Kosuke Chisade, Sauce Alexander and Mark Davis on Dynamite. It was on February 11th, and Chisade and Way his skill alongside to Cassius Akata, a loss to the Elite on Dynamite on December 17th. So, in these teams, it's testing Eclipse in over only incident this contest of fighting with confidence. I guess it's with Superman that he had turned around, so a moment onset Mr. Ward in the miss. Added with a Wallington scalpel uppercut, but Ray has turned it around into a rolling leg. Added this sizzle confidence pan for a near fall, and category followed back with a side swing, but he could not get more than a couple of weaknesses due to the physical opposite total onset with Superman. Added a finally category caught the imminence with an eye poke in small package to steal the win. Also afterward, after the Don Caddis family has arrived into to lay out the Wallace, and but the offer was refused to Ricky Moxley, making it clear he was going to be the contest champion so far at into this Sunday. We anniversary until on March 15th. And this was a sole match that mostly boiled down to the Swiss Superman against the Eminence down the stretch out, but both men are talented enough to make that work, but Moxley decided with more set addressing his in this contest and they are staying healthy for until their Sunday. The crowd was was reacted best of those the two men. Adding in the post-match story asserted that they are deceived for a long and dramatic show still interested that whilst against John Cass' family continue to film press the point, but this story needs a more current to hook, and at this stage, as the Institute says, two big main stables trying to assist of the eminences a dramatic that may go to steal. So, in a way on this match, Kyle Casagroi and Jon Moxley. Ajay said the offer was supporting a black eye and from his on the collusion match against Casagroi. Ajay said the crowd popped big when both Moxley and decided to tag him in, and Miss Seville reportedly mocked to Saturday and where his skill joints in the match. Also added some results. Let's also lean out Miss Seville on his way to Moxley. So here's the next match. So we have TNT Championship will be all aligned. It has a Florida Star, Carter Fossil, taking on against Speedball, Mike Bailey. Added for last and full asses Carter Fossil, alongside with Cassius Okada and Mark Davis, has undefeated Speedball Mike Bailey, the set of Kerry Knight, and much like in the Discounter Classic. Its people has also a number past the first 10 minutes of this TNT Championship class. The first Star almost knocked out Mike Bailey by tossing him his head and forced inches at the top to the buckle, but Speedball did not to stay down. After casting, Carter Fossil missed the steady mental of a double knee drop and Winehouse for a near fall. After all, Mansell and with a double knee drop onto the floor is set to stay for a top rope into a time and force it for a close of near fall. After the photo star stop a second time, force it very to dunk and eliminate many of ribbons to stay into the fight, and Cassius Okada distracted the referee, and Mark Davis gave him one out of the World Trails championships to blast Mike Bailey and followed up with a Brian Barstool to take to the win, and forcing Mike Bailey and Fossil still to the show. Again, they're about chemistry. I think it's Boston and this should not be the last time and they collide on one-on-one. And they not only played to each other's strength, but finding ways to smartly call back to their first match. Afterwards, showing the primitive upset, the final results made so that the Florida Star retain, but this was all about something Mike Bailey has a top singles threat, so a match move that says a masterpiece, and they never had time to really let the impact of the Asses then, but the Asses was too good to complain too much. I just the announcement sues to have this match, and to follow Kolsky Society was refusing to help of souls how much the former friends are joining in. Personally, it would be shocking to see Russell and Society on the same side, even into a double or nothing. So, in the winner of this match, Carla Russell, idea of MCF found Russell backstage. It was before his match, and he was asking him to hold Speedball for him. The photo still permits to do it for himself. Okay. Idea of Callus was CLY. Idea about any possible business, the argument between himself and the the sort of set off on commentary. John Cass revealed in the process of his client impulsively hated on Mike Bailey, spokily for his lack of shoes. After a while absence, and this one had such a crowd loud, impulsively of both competitors went down to such a stretch. Afterward, at backstage, two people Mike Bailey to permit revenge was coming in, so from early board trio services went at week until this Sunday we at a risen. So here's the next match. We have Brian King goes 1-on-1 against Legal Capello. Last time in full absence, Brian King has undefeated Mark Davis on Dynamite of February 25th. After the House of Hell, undefeated Legal Capello in seconds, costly of a ghostly bomb. Brian King permits to found the most dangerous man today in order to be attacked from the crowd by a destitute Stigman this time. I guess at House of Hell it brought the saying a Stigman and sold him out all the ropes. Into a press Nada had to help Stigman escape, and Brian King Cody went by the power of his Edison opponent. I guess a squash match was a painting contest awards the aftermath. It was what mattered most. And yes, it was a final spot for a king to look scary and something that Swastiga cannot take him this lightly in his big surprise. After all the same news into the build up, Brian King goes 1-on-1 against Swastiga would be a normal singles match that luckily won't stop them from getting hardcore before it is all. So, anyway, on this match is Brian King. As it was before, heading out, Brian King said he cannot found Swastiga anywhere he goes. At the end was going into his match in the street clothes because he was not ready for his last public match. This was Ziggler was in a black hoodie with a black skin mask, and what it was breaking his KI mask, so point to like it was like Seth Rollins to connect WWE Angle was, and this could have been a nothing gig. Um, so here's the next match. So we have a tag team match. We have Darby Allin and Owens Cassidy taking against the War Dogs, Gabe Kidd, and Dave Finlay. Last time in Pro Athens, Gabe Kidd, Dave Finlay, Clark Connors on your footing, COSMO, on CMO, so, what's the guy's name? Sonnen Monroe, all the closing on March 7th, and Darby Allin and Owens Cassidy on your footing, Gabe Kidd, and Clark Connors on Dynamite, March 4th. I just heard mostly of Darby Allin and Owens Cassidy attending to set of War Dogs who could not keep them down. After of Dave Finlay could not break Gabe Kidd free from the Daredevil, discovering Dick Rock into going to the eyes of Darby Allin, sending up a headbutt from a wall is way too near and takes it away. After a faces squeeze to bucket it up and Hope clips in the ring and Darby Allin took out Gabe Kidd with a missile drop kick to the floor and Owens Cassidy prepared for an Owens Cassidy punch on the outside and Clark Connors stopped it with a tilt on to the head from the crowd is left Darby Allin to take a Finlay to monitor and give Kidd power double for the lose. Was it afterwards the dogs continued to lay out into competition until Robert Strong made his big surprise return tonight. After he teases walking with the War Dogs before helping clear them from the ring, and this was only a good match, but did have an exciting post-match. It was a big surprise. It was Strong appearance in support of Owens Cassidy at a massive initial pop. And it was even involved and did this job well, but it felt like four fighting within two teams. Dave Finlay alive has mostly turned the tide for the dogs and to a much needed victory. It will be nice to see him more in the singles access troop very soon. And this was all about the moment has bottom lines. It used to be drowned in this rivalries. So, and the winner of this match, Gabe Kidd and Dave Finlay. Dave Finlay came out to give Kidd's music is still in need of his own theme, so the dogs could also use a quality theme. And Robert Strong gave almost Cassidy pin for the hard high five in celebration. So here's the next match. So we have TBS Championship will be all line. Renangel goes one-on-one against Persephone. A last time info asks Persephone on defeating Mercedes Monet to become the new CMLL World Women's Champion. CMLL LA License D and March 6. Ray Nightingale alongside with Harley Kevin on your feet make it bad by just added kisses on Dynamite on 25th. Idea of Ray Nightingale size was no dominant to the power of the CMLL Women's World Series is already in and just kind of to around the TBS Series with limited EASE. Agnes the Babe taunts at the tide with hope with both offense nearly taking to the win with a cannonball, but Persephone got her legs locked into the ropes. Persephone got closer to the win after a springboard missile, but only got 2 onto the pin. After when Persephone got Renargus up was a multiple conflicts power bomb. She was not waiting for the wave of the sample weight. Escaping into a black backslide was in the win. A few women have impressed more in recent appearances in AEW than Persephone, and this was no different. And these two clicked quickly and delivered a great talent match without strong build speed against strength has dramatic, so Silencer has a real threat to the champion. AEW should lose Persephone more in the coming year. It will be good to see her winning on air. On your things that CMLL World Women's Championship, the aftermath was more low key and then expecting setting up Renania for 2 title matches on this coming Sunday. And this is a facet showcase for Renania Strong budget 2026. She will be tested in multiple matches all one night, and so it's an example of a double championship one. She is lucky to escape into reality with all set a goal, most likely losing the World Women's Championship to Lennon Cross and Megan Bay. Understood of both matches will be good. Lennon Cross will also be showcased in a big way in double championship for Ashes herself. And the winner on this match, Renata. Daniel set the champions met backstage with Renee Paquette to celebrate each all of sources before a ball premieres officially on Dynamite. Agent Lynn is always a welcome addition to our commentary. Agent by his rep for Renata's team remains one of the best causes of bits. As it was into past days, it was Harley Cameron to celebrate with Renanagu, Sabbath, Sons, Lion Cross to the fight, who was the TBS, services at Added Wilson, several hours and then put the women's World Tag Team services also aligned against Lion Cross and Mickey Bain on the pay-per-view. So this is our main event. So the next one will be the press conference. There's the next one. After of FTR and Tommaso Ciampa against the Young Bucks and Mark Briscoe. After for last time, and for as this was the fourth time, Cass Webber, Dax Hall, and Tommaso Ciampa has Matt Saxon, Nick Saxon, and Mark Briscoe have teamed up as trios in AEW. A lot of both teams fought hard. After all, Ciampa had more throughout this match. And in public they took out the Young Bucks and assaulted the second Henry Mark Briscoe with a waltz bike power double to the announce table. Added into Mark Briscoe tied to the ball, so bloody knee of Ciampa afterward, but Cass Hope the strategy second for the knee into the win. After the build, Ciampa kept wasn't tagging Mark Briscoe still. After who he sent through input of sales with a top rope and ill ready to cross down. After this build has deposited its out main event spotlight into but anyone involved was not afraid of a split. After Ciampa and Mark Briscoe took center stage in this contest smaller to so over to the two teams playing into this Sunday. We added with for only in season not wanting to give away what they plan to do on pay-per-view. And the winner of this match, Tommaso Ciampa, Cass Whitwell, and Dax Hall. As it was before the match, AEW has an opponent for this contest, posted this highlight. The all-inclusive is just coming on Saturday. After inclusive here turn of Ciampa against Mark Briscoe, Ciampa nearly took a disadvantage Kansas by trying to blast Mark Briscoe, but it still sued, but second down and then moves it to seal for his signature dive onto anyone outside the ring. Hey guys, I'll be right back. Just give me a few minutes. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, so let's go to a breakdown on this post press conference between him and Adam Page and Mark, him and Adam Page and MCF. So this is my favorite preview for 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 this week. Idea of him and Adam Page and MCF press conference becomes a Texas Dev preview. So, I was hosted by Brian Dennison, MCF, and him and Adam Page took questions from the press conference, and they were asking about their mindset, and both men played COY about their true feelings of each other. Looking forward, I just set a little off to bring all of the cowboy he was drinking with set off to him, and the two brought it out of the conference, and they made it to the ring where Heyman caught MCF with a dead eye, with ready to set the same set of salt out of the earth onto a ball-bed waddle. MCF escaped and ran into the crowd until and with permission he was still going to win come into this Sunday. This was a decent finish to the night. So I was true it felt a bit basic for how personal this rivalry goes has become. And it may have helped to get these two men in tag team actions against one oval, but AEW luckily does not want to risk any kind of honestly frank surgery ahead of the re-animation of into main event, and all of this stays. All the signs point to MCF retaining, but it is difficult time to see how the so of the off could possibly underbeat the Cowboy in Texas Death Match. I think he will likely need help with could be the first step in studying why Heyman resolved in to a return match with the AEW Men's World Championship down the line. I just wasn't real many members will just both questions during the press conference. I wanted this hope I get up the assignment goes and lead to fully flat out in question to spark to hitting between this rivalry's goals. Heyman and Pace returning and has stayed a running quote. This character was a cowboy until now. This could be hinting that Heyman will grow on the more instinct when he loses to MCF this coming Sunday. So this is our overall show. So I think it was still All Elite Wrestling has a very great Dynamite tonight. If very closely has of late, but the go home shows and often you feel lacking. This is probably true because many of the big stories in AEW was left for all inclusion, but this show also announced a few late extra week anniversary matches last minute. They can have news more on the spotlight. So, I wasn't into it was a very was episode has a whole permanent onset for Addison into the ring. Ray Nagel against Persephone and Connor Foster against Baseball Mike Berry about a little in Athens that would have been worthy of reanimation. So rest of the night there was strong cushion in in-ring Athens, but we need to carry on this talent. AEW needs to protect for this Sunday reanimation. Once it has a whole Dynamite was an easy to watch. That could make feel right, but it was not to make or to break go home so that will serve any content of fans or buying this Sunday week anniversary on March 15th. So that's it for this week. Let me see to follow my notes. So it's more good news for tonight's of on Tubi of Evolve. On the inventory he reviews the part of Robert Stone saying a handshake is a more old school way. It was a puzzle Cody to name Tammany Fossil the new Boltman CM of Evolve. Timmy Timmy Fossil is a different breed, a guy who won't wear knee pads because in his rules that means you got weak knees, a guy who doesn't do social media, doesn't even own a phone or a TV. Adam's honesty makes him the perfect man for his job, and he thanks to Heartbreak Kid, so Marcos for trusting me with the opportunity to make a season like this. This place is Special Evolve has already produced limited to NXT superstars in Hope Shape. Supporter of this dynasty, it may will fully in Timmy Foster is beyond the right man for it. I knew he was special ever since the first time I met him out at Southside. It wasn't in England back in 2015. The next chapter of Evolve starts now. So I'm gonna watch that when I get done to make for my notes. So it's Blake Monroe. So it's official. Timmy Foster is the new Daily Evolve CM Games Medicine. That's a great news. So Tony Khan made this out 2 hours ago. He said, such a field fight forever, said for the TNT title fight Carter Foster against Springboard Mike Bay tonight on Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite Live on both TBS and HBO Max right now. So let me see. So it's a special town hall announcement tonight. So I was thinking about wrestling is changing the landscape. So okay, it's more. I just also told indicate that Nikki Blackheart has signed with WWE and is planning to report to a performance center very soon to bodyslam.net. Let me see. His turn boxing with Heartbreak Kids and Michaels. So it's more to announce until April 16th in Las Vegas. Carter Jones is a current WWE ID champion, and tickets go on sale starts at only $25. So, in this info on my YouTube, the sponsor. So, it's where you see when that plays out next. So, I've also has a glory match on YouTube soon. I've been watching it every week. So, that's a pretty thing. So, let me see. This William Piquet says Hotel NOA is starting to understand what she is mostly or do a pretty living. Oh yes, she is very into it. She has really gone into watching women's wrestling, but it's really fun for me to get to show her some stuff. She doesn't love watching his dad. So I like Samasi. He's doing a great job. Has no hesitant elbows for years. Um, Also on MCF when I just watched on live TV. I just watched. It didn't mean I saw him and MCF got a drink. He got a drink and he spilled out to him and a pace and they gonna start fighting. So this was interesting. So here's the second one. Kenyon Gray has to facilitate the Evolve Women's Championship and has been currently called up to NXT for next cycle for her. So this way you see into next Tuesday night. So it's more. NXT Standing Level will air early on YouTube as well on Saturday, April 4th, 5:30 p.m. in St. Louis. So there's no more NXT PoE on Peacock for now. So I don't know how I feel about this. They keep us updated. It seems a snap. We have decided to quickly it really on ESPN. I bet you'll notice was there any opportunity for this to air on the ESPN and family of networks. So this was interesting. So Peacock didn't want to keep it. Seems like to be see content for them. What about the CW app? Maybe put it on there. I think I was thinking about put on ESPN or Tubi. So what's next? Oh, probably into Netflix. This week, seeing that plays out next for the next chapter for NXT. So I was thinking about what land is the NXT level is gonna be. I'll say probably on Netflix. That's my option. Here's my answer. I'll say Netflix, Tubi, or probably YouTube, or ESPN. Let's wait and see from WWE to get scissors. It's right for them as well. So it won't be on Netflix for 1,000 people. It might, I think. So let me see a quick update on that one. Give it 1 second. Let me see any more news for this week. So I was thinking about NXT might be on YouTube. It's on, yeah, YouTube will be really on NXT for episodes on there too. So WWE NXT Standard Level 2026 to airing live on YouTube as Peacock deal is set to expire. Whether all the games must come going to end, and so has WWE and Peacock deal to stream NXT. Parity is on the streaming service and from this past weekend. On Father's Day, almost literally, bosses begun regarding with the new home for NXT. Parity will be starting next month with streaming level with Netflix and ESPN and WWE and all streaming partners. They have some big favorites. Certainly you guys know in the fundamentals, drop my YouTube comment right here. So let me see. I just was at the moment, however it appears WWE will be taking care of streaming for their PoE receive, taking to on X on Wednesday afternoon, NXT exclusive Shawn Michaels, it was revealed an old photo of him trying to use a couple where fans will be able to watch NXT standing level. I guess I better figure out how to get onto on YouTube because standing level streams live across the cable on WWE might be on YouTube starting on April 4th. Maybe starts at 7 p.m. is the time for 4p as the Marcus or training is out. And this will be the first time that WWE has ever aired in NXT or main roster POE live on any of the promising YouTube channels with NXT events, possibly going on Peacock and WWE Network, and the WWE on Leslie Play, AEW has aired its most events, including Worlds Collide and WrestleMania on YouTube since WWE paused the promotion of last year. So, as a market stated, where NXT standing level only on WWE on YouTube channels was a sign that NXT POE will be early on our internet streaming platform going forward, or whether it will survive has a new home for such events until WWE associates a new deal for NXT as well to above NXT and WWE fails. Nobody have moved on from Peacock as it registered continues between both sides as the streaming service will continue to air Sunday night main event specials going forward. So, just so you guys know, you can drop my YouTube anytime, any place. So, let's go to more notes on my notebook. So, they got Sponsored Live. So they get copies of the game to press release. Just coming Friday, WWE 2K26. So next week we have Monday Night Raw coming up next week. And just coming up this Friday on SmackDown. And Dusty Rhodes, the Hall of Fame 2020-26. So that's it for this week. As well. So let's go to my live chat. Twitter live polls for this week. So let's do my live polls right away. I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. So we have 78% largest so tonight, 9% is alright, and 9% didn't like it. So let's go to my Twitter poll. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute here, guys. Okay, so we have Super Set liked it, Super Set is alright, and Super Set didn't like it. So they can switch back to my second channel of Toys Hunt reviews for this week. And that's it for right now. So I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. I'll see you guys next time. So stay tuned for that. And so much more. So you get more Stitcher, Spotify, Occupied, Spotify Radio, and Pockets, everything is so much more. So we can go when I go to stream live this coming Friday. So hope you guys have a great night. So let me see one more note here. It's a quick note. Give me 1 second. Let me see any more for this week. So I was thinking about ESPN has reported put a stop to little graves in this is our reviews of WWE pay-per-views and reports back from WWE. So Adam Sutton, FKA, has a no, has Braun Strowman in WWE to renounce and possesses public comment with MXCILLA Entertainment exclusive. So let me see a couple of things. I'm gonna wrap this up here. So this box season. So next match starts from next week on Wednesday. So we have Arnold, Wicket, Saturn Drake, a final WWE Evolve Championship match next week. So let me see. Put on the screen here in a quick minute. So this is our breaking news of those two from next week of Evolve Championship opportunity that starts next week. So we have Saturn Drake. Here we go. 101 against Arnold Wrinkle from next week. So let me see here. Elliot Authority Stacks explains why he's part of Bonnet White Facets. So Nikki Blackheart has signed with WWE to BodySlam.net. So I hope you guys have a great Wednesday when I go live stream this Friday on Friday Night SmackDown and so much more. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.